Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Saturday, April 16, 2016, around 3:34 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's a sunny day out, highs in the mid-50s. Tomorrow's going to be warm, close to 70, and Monday as well. Some news to report. The Texas Rangers have re-signed third baseman Adrian Beltran to a 2-year contract extension worth $36 million. And also, the Toronto Raptors lost their first game of the playoffs against Indiana Pacers. It was 100-90. And that's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is about the former ESPN game show Stump the Schwab. Stump the Schwab lasted 4 seasons on ESPN between 2004 and 2007. It was hosted by Stuart Scott of SportsCenter fame, and the Schwab was a ESPN stat guru who worked for ESPN doing stats. His real name's Howie Schwab, and they had 80 episodes of Stump the Schwab, and this is how Stump the Schwab was played. They would have 3 contestants plus the Schwab. They had the first round leading off, and usually the leading off questions were a series of questions. For example, like since 1985, the top draft picks, the number 1 overall draft picks of the NBA, or since 1985, the number 1 draft picks overall of the NFL, or the top 20 home run hitters of all time, or the top 20 points in NHL history of all time, Celtics numbers being retired, etc. And each contestant would there were 3 contestants in the first round. Each of them would have to answer the question, right or wrong. If they got it right, they would get 1 point each. The Schwab also answered it as well. But if at any time a contestant got the question wrong or repeated it, took too long, they were eliminated from that question, and would continue until it was just one contestant left, or the Schwab. And they would play these like lead off questions until time ran out. The top 2 contestants with the most points would advance to the second round. The third place finisher would be eliminated unless if there was a tie. And Stuart Scott would like have a tie-breaking question, like guess how many hits this person had, or how many touchdowns that person had, and the contestants would have to come closest to the actual number. If they got the number right on the nose, they would advance to the next round. And the second round was a round where they had topics such as lineup card, and over and under, or who had more hits or touchdown passes or home runs or points, and coaching tree, and like Schwab's family photos. And these was series of rounds where the points could have been from like 1 to as much as 10 points, and it was like kind of a challenge round. The Schwab did not play in this round, but sometimes he would answer the question. He would give the questions to the contestant along with Stuart Scott, and whoever got the most points in this round was the winner. The one with the least amount of points would be eliminated, and the winner would face off against the Schwab in the third and final round, the showdown round. And they would have like 3 sets of questions, like with 3 categories, And the three categories were like maybe tough guys or sports movies or other stuff, and they would have the degrees of difficulty: 1 point, 3 points, and 5 points. 1 point was the easy one, 3 points was the medium one, and 5 points were a difficult one. And plus, the contestant and the schwab had a pass. If it got very difficult, then they could pass it on to go to the next question. And if the contestant got the question right, they would get the points. If the schwab got it right, he would get the points. But if the contestant got it wrong or the schwab got it wrong, they would get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out of the game. You would be eliminated. And if the schwab got more points than the contestant, the schwab would win. Or if the contestant got more points than the schwab, the contestant would win, unless if either of them strike out. Once if they struck out, they would be eliminated. And during the competition, the schwab won 16 and 16, and usually the people who beat the schwab would get maybe tickets to a sporting event of their choice, or like money up to $5,000. Plus, I think the second and third season they had a tournament of champions for the Stump the Schwab, and also they had like working in the research department with the Schwab. And Stump the Schwab was very, very interesting. It was an awesome game show, in my humble opinion. It was kind of like Win Ben Stein's Money. And this show, like Stump the Schwab show, lasted many more years on ESPN. The first couple of seasons they had it on ESPN. I think the fourth and final season they had it on ESPN Classic. They reran Stump the Schwab for many years on ESPN Classic, and it was just such a great game show. In 2013, Howie Schwab got laid off by ESPN due to budget cuts, and now he's a writer for Sports Jeopardy on Crackle, hosted by former ESPN Sports Center host Dan Patrick. And Stuart Scott passed away in 2015 at the age of 49. And that Stump the Schwab was a very, very interesting game show. People said I should have tried out for Stump the Schwab, but I wasn't interested. And that's about it on Stump the Schwab. I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is former NHL player Benny Nichols. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCO Oxen has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutz so stunning. She's the best. Amy Swensee's awesome. And in the words of Sean Lucha, get out. And the top 100 best NBA basketball players of all times video blogs coming maybe within a couple of days or so, because I'm going to start working on it. Okay, have a good day. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus.